here we go again. Alright, this video is entitled Women Who Love Horror Movies. Alright, that seems pretty tame, don't it? Well, maybe so, yeah. But once again, these are my experiences, so you know, I love horror movies. Uh, I don't like every type though. There's some that just not worth watching. But we talking about women that I have known or slash been in a relationship with, and I come to figure out over time that the women that actually likes these things, these types of movies, not saying anything wrong with them, but if they just like them a little too much, there is something internally going on the inside. You know, I mean, you could argue, hey, you could say that same thing for a man who likes horror movies too much, but when you come to figure out over my years on this earth that women that just love horror movies too much are hiding some deep rooted emotionalities that may come out in some very random ways. And hey, I don't know if that's anybody else's experience, but I'll give a couple examples, of course, So, like most women you meet, in my case, not all. Oh, I just love scary movies. Oh, I love it. And then, let's say you date them for a little while, or your relationship, and you come to see, man, hey, you kind of see why they said that, why they like scary type movies. And you start seeing these types of behaviors that a mother wouldn't co-sign, you know? Just not necessarily, we ain't talking about violent necessarily, but just weird types of behaviors. Man, it's just a lot of things just never transpired. It. In other words, it looked like they couldn't separate the fantasy from the reality, and a lot of these movies that these women watch, they kind of played out in real time. You know, I mean, whether it's through drinking, through excessive uses of profanity, or just weird acts of behavior that, to be honest, this doesn't make any sense in the moment. Either you're gonna see some crash out behavior, tearing up property, or just random moments of just crying uncontrollably. Man, I've seen it. I've seen it time and time again. But anytime I hear a woman that says, "Oh, I just love horror movies," well, we're gonna say it's a red flag, but we'll just say an orange flag because there's a reason behind that. And only you and the other person knows what their reason is. So anybody got a similar experience, women that just say they love horror movies and they turned out to be the monster from the movie in real life, drop a comment. I love to hear some of that story.